What's up, everyone? Make sure I got this muted here. Perfect, perfect. So I'm just doing a little handheld quick live stream today. You guys let me know if you can hear me okay. All right, so it's Friday. Who's excited for the weekend? I know I'm definitely ready to relax already. This was a short week. We had a holiday on Monday. I didn't get a whole lot done on Monday, but I'm still ready for the weekend. I gotta say. Um, so let me know in the comments like what you're planning on doing this weekend or what you're looking forward to. If you don't know, my name is Matt Campbell. I am a comic creator, and I get to do what I love for a living, which is pretty awesome. Um, for like over a decade now, I've been a comic artist, comic creator, and teacher of comics. And I also have a publishing company called Action Line Studios. And, not everyone gets to say that they get to do what they love for a living. So I feel pretty fortunate that I get to do that. Um, but running a business and doing all this stuff from home isn't the easiest thing to do. There's a lot of hats that you have to wear, as I'm sure some of you know. Um, so just wanted to make sure the audio is working properly. I always get nervous that like you guys can't hear me or something when I go live. But anyway, if you think you see something interesting here that could help you as a comic creator or just as a work from home entrepreneur, I'm going to be sharing my weekly recaps, what I get done during a week, so that I can share that stuff with you guys, but also so that I can kind of look back on this stuff and see, what I was getting done and maybe find ways to improve it and grow on it. So, like I said, if you think this information would be useful to you, be sure and hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to my first 500 subscribers on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube very consistently or regularly, and that's something that I'm definitely going to be working on this summer, which is why I'm here now. Um, so, back to the recap. As I kind of mentioned last week, I really still haven't gotten to posting up all the pictures from the Easily Maharis trip. If you guys are interested in that, please let me know. Uh, there's a lot of cool stuff to see. We went snorkeling. There was like some Mayan ruins, and of course the beautiful beach and all the beautiful food and the beautiful people. So it was definitely a fun trip, and I'm glad I took it. But also, as I mentioned last week when we came back, we had my girlfriend's car. She ran over a piece of road debris, which raked her car up pretty much. And then that car is still in the shop, so she's been relying on me to help her get places if she needs to. Fortunately, she does work pretty close or live pretty close to home as far as work goes. Um, so this week, like I said, Monday was a holiday. I didn't really get a whole lot of stuff done, except for finalizing a deal for a comic book cover for somebody's comic. So uh, on Tuesday, I started going through my comic book lessons that I've been teaching at the college and breaking them up into smaller bite-sized chunks for the comic creators on Patreon, as well as I also want to create an online comic course that would be automated through email. So I've been working on a lot of different stuff in regards to helping comic creators and just sharing the information that I've learned over the years. Um, One of the things I've been doing is I recorded a test podcast on Tuesday to kind of get into maybe creating a weekly podcast about the topics that I would go more in depth with in an online course. But my first video or my first podcast recording was like just a couple minutes long, and I sent that out to my patrons to sort of give me feedback on it. But I don't know if I'm going to put that up on a podcast listing site or on YouTube or both. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about podcasting. I can record audio fine, but like putting it on to a podcast site and what's involved with that. So if any of you have experience with that, like Daniel Sharner from 5280, if you're listening, I could definitely use your input or insight. But if you know about that stuff, please message me because I'd like to know more. But I think that's going to work well because I can just turn on the recording, talk about the particular topic, elaborate on some things without having to type and clean things up. So that's definitely a format I want to look at. Like I said, I am working on that online creator course. On Tuesday, I also started sketching out the some of the preliminaries for that comic cover job that I got on Monday. And by Wednesday, I had approval on the one. So I am already starting to work on that. In fact, I can give you a quick glimpse of that. So there's that on the screen. This is going to be for a book called End of Days, and obviously this character is vampire, got some blood going on. So I got that done on Tuesday, and then I also had a Slave Leia blank cover commission, which some of you might have seen on my Instagram because I got that done and posted it. But I was starting to sketch that up on Tuesday and finish that up. I'm going to show you that one here in just a second. And then, let's see, what else did I do on Tuesday? And I started sketching a wasp cover from Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I just kind of did that one for fun as like a warm down or cool down, I guess you'd call it. One night and decided I was going to turn that into a cover that I'll probably put on the store on actionlinestudios.com or going to sell on Whatnot, which I'm going to talk more about in just a second. So I applied to be a seller on Whatnot, and then on Wednesday I had a Whatnot seller orientation. So I'm putting a link in the comment section, or in the, it's not the comment section, in the info area below, whatever that's called. Description, that's the word I'm looking for. But I'm putting a link in there that will give you guys $10 off of your first purchase if you're new to Whatnot. And so I encourage you guys to use that link. You can go onto Whatnot and look around. You'll find my channel is Matt Campbell Arts. I haven't scheduled my first live stream, but I'm looking at either Sunday night or Monday night to do my first one. But you can go ahead and follow my channel so that you'll get notified when I do go live. And it's a pretty neat site as far as picking up, art and comics. There's auctions, which are really fun. There's lots of giveaways. I have several giveaways to do on these Whatnot shows that I'm going to be doing. In fact, after I had my orientation on Wednesday, that's pretty much what I spent all Thursday doing, was like inventory and taking photos and scanning things that I was going to be doing on my first show, which is a little tedious the first time. I'm sure that'll get streamlined over time. But I definitely wanted to be prepared on that first show, so I'm really taking my time to make sure it's all uh, in order, so I'm not just winging it. But and then on Thursday, I also wrapped up those two cover commissions, the Slave Leia and the Inked Wasp one. Um, and then that brought me to today, and today's mostly just been administrative stuff. Checking to make sure I have the packaging to send out stuff that's purchased on whatnot very quickly, um, and preparing for the that stream as well as today's stream. I wanted to take some quick notes about that. Um, Also, I had to set up my camera a little bit differently so that I could display the the comics and the art that I'm gonna be selling and whatnot, and change them out really quickly. I'm probably gonna change that around a bit, but ultimately, what I'm planning on doing is having the camera be able to see my drawing screen as well as what I have up for available for purchase. So, hoping that'll work out well. On the Fridays, a lot of times I also schedule posts for social media for the throughout the weekend, as well as sometimes scheduling emails, um, because that's one thing I found in working as an artist from home, an entrepreneur, is you got to promote, you got to be on social media, you got to be active, but uh, you can't just sit there and wing it all the time and just say, well, I'm gonna, I'm gonna post about this thing I just did. I do that sometimes, but um, it's really easy to forget and then not post in a particular area for a while. So I really try to schedule out posts, especially on the weekends, because I'm usually not working on the weekends. I actually try to take my weekends off when I can and spend that time with my girlfriend. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments about, making comics, about what's going on with Mythica, what, more about whatnot, anything like that. Like I said, you can get $10 off with the link inside the comment section. I'm going to double check, make sure that's actually there. Um, you can also follow me on Facebook at Matt Campbell Arts and Instagram at Matt Campbell Art as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and be sure to like and subscribe so that I can get to 500 followers. And also, if you find this useful and you know other comic people, or you just want to like boost viewership on your own page, please be sure and share this with others so that more people see it. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.